So I wrote this post earlier on, which was inspired by someone else posing a similar question yesterday. And the thought of that was, I'm going to read it from my post so I get it correct here. What if our belief and reliance and dependence on God is actually the very thing that keeps humanity divided and struggling? You have to realize that all of my musings and ponderings deal not with the intellectual beliefs, but with the psychological and subconscious strata of our soul, the things that are buried below the surface that we're not aware. And this post is another one. This question is another question that addresses the subsurface, subconscious, psychological aspect. So I want to ask the question again, what if our belief and dependence upon God is what actually keeps humanity struggling? It is easier to roll the burden of responsibility for one another upon God and let Him solve the problems of the world. Humanity has been waiting for God to solve our problems since the beginning of time. It has been psychologically disabling and disempowering and has lulled us into an attitude of complacency and waiting and waiting and waiting for God to come and fix this. Well, God is not coming to fix anything. So, of course, we're not quite there psychologically to take over the full responsibility of this conscious awareness. And I think first, the conditioning of reliance or dependence on God needs to be eliminated from our consciousness for the potential of brotherly love and care for each other to really blossom and come on board. Right now, we don't feel responsible because we rolled the responsibility on the elusive God, the omnipotent God that never does anything, because it really is up to us to find this divine force, this divine energy of love within ourselves, and to become our brother's keeper, to look out for one another. So when we do that, then a semblance of God actually appears in the consciousness of humanity. But to believe and wait on an etheric God, an invisible God, to come and intervene in our affairs, no. It can only happen through the conscious awareness that this is our responsibility to one another, as brother to brother and sister to sister. Humanity is one family, but we have allowed our beliefs and concepts and ideologies to separate ourselves from one another. and to fight against one another. We are really the guardians of each other. We really are our brother's keeper. So may this become the collective awareness and consciousness of humanity. And as it does, so will change um, the world. So, yeah, let's become aware of our responsibility to each other.